Simon and Garfunkel were an American folk rock duo consisting of singer-songwriter Paul Simon and singer Art Garfunkel. They were one of the most popular recording artists of the 1960s and became counterculture icons of the decade's social revolution, alongside artists such as the Beatles and Bob Dylan. Their biggest hits, including The Sound of Silence, 1964-1965, Mrs. Robinson, 1968, Bridge Over Troubled Water, 1969, and The Boxer, 1969, reached number 1 on singles charts worldwide. Their often rocky relationship led to artistic disagreements, which resulted in their breakup in 1970. Their final studio record, Bridge Over Troubled Water, was their most successful, becoming one of the world's best-selling albums. Since their split in 1970, they have reunited several times, most famously in 1981 for the concert in Central Park, which attracted more than 500,000 people, the 7th largest concert attendance in history. The duo met as children in Queens, New York in 1953, where they learned to harmonize together and began writing original material. By 1957, under the name Tom and Jerry, the teenagers had their first minor success with Hey Schoolgirl, a song imitating their idols the Everly Brothers. Afterwards, the duo went their separate ways, with Simon making unsuccessful solo records. In 1963, aware of a growing public interest in folk music, they regrouped and were signed to Columbia Records as Simon and Garfunkel. Their debut, Wednesday Morning, 3 a.m., sold poorly, and they once again disbanded. Simon returned to a solo career, this time in England. A remix of their song The Sound of Silence was played widely on US AM radio in 1965, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Simon and Garfunkel reunited, releasing their second studio album Sounds of Silence and touring colleges nationwide. On their third release, Parsley, Sage, Rosemary and Thyme, 1966, the duo assumed more creative control. Their music was featured in the 1967 film The Graduate, giving them further exposure. Bookends, 1968, their next album, topped the Billboard 200 chart and included the number 1 single Mrs. Robinson from the film.